Hello, my name is Evelyn Herrera. I am a recent graduate from GCU with an MSW. I have previously worked as a behavior coach and interned as a clinician in a school-based program and in hospice care. I have worked in these fields with children, families, and geriatric patients. I'm also bilingual in Spanish and English, and I'm also familiar with working with other cultural backgrounds and ethnicities. I currently am a case manager. I'm also a mentor and a trainer at my current employment. I have trained over 20 new case managers and I also oversee them. I help them gain experience in this field. I also currently provide tools and policy guidelines for the new case managers in this department. And I'm also assisting supervisors with supervising um, case managers and helping them out with whatever projects or cases that they need help with. I'm also currently applying for the clinical role at Southwest Key Program, where I currently work at right now, because I think that as of right now, I do have a lot to offer in the clinical department. As a case manager, I have mastered the reunification process. I think I've done all that I can in this field for case management. And as a future clinician, I would like to ask questions more in the clinical side as a social worker. And I would like to learn more what the clinical role is in the OR world. And I would also like to highlight my skills as a social worker in this field. I'm also a hard worker. I'm organized, knowledgeable, and in my current position as a case manager, I am a mentor and trainer. So I do seek out knowledge in this field to be able to provide assistance in this department and towards my colleagues and the team, the case management team as well. Um, Continuing to work in the Southwest Key world as a clinician, I will be able to continue to use those guidelines and expectations as a Southwest Key employee and continue to use my work ethic and bring that into the clinical department. Recently, one of my colleagues that I trained was feeling overwhelmed this past week with her workload, her cases, and she did end up crying in the office. So what we ended up doing is I provided a safe space and we just discussed what those issues were and we worked on some self-care. I ended up ordering Starbucks for that office since it looks like there were two of them in that office that were feeling overwhelmed because of their caseload and issues going on to certain cases. So once we worked through that, we discussed what the issues were. I went ahead and talked to one of my supervisors, explained the situation, and we were able to create a plan for these two colleagues that were having issues. And it just made the rest of the week a lot smoother for them and just helping them work on time management, helping those issues and helping them take on some of that workload for them just really gave them a better sense of stability in the department. Um, and with that, it is a stressful job since we do have set deadlines as a case manager. So what I try to do with all of the new case managers that we have is just providing a safe space for them in my office, letting them know they can come in, take breaks. I do offer coffee and snacks for them so that they can step away from the desk, come in and just talk about whatever to kind of take a break from case management. I also let them know to reach out to myself and the supervisors when they do need assistance. I really try to let them know that it's important to take breaks and not just focus on case management since it can be overwhelming in any kind of environment. And lastly, with my work, I do work best being independent as a case manager. I'm able to complete all the tasks within deadlines and reunify minors with their sponsors. But I also do work well in helping others, providing feedback, accepting feedback, and I'm just going over information and updates as we get information in our department. I also do work well as a team. I work well in the training side of it, helping others and accepting feedback from the New York case managers of what they like and don't like in this field so that we can make changes as well, since it's important to learn as a team and find ways to improve. Regarding the supervision style, I would say that I prefer all types of supervision, depending on the situation. At the beginning of my case management, I actually did recommend being micromanaged just so that I had someone watching my work, giving me deadlines, and offering tips on how to work better. Once I was able to manage that, I actually do work better hands off, just giving updates to them. This is what I'm doing, this is what I'm working on, and just accepting feedback from them on what they recommend. But I do work best on my own with as much freedom as possible. But again, depending on the situation, sometimes I do ask for guidance or to be micromanaged if I'm just having a hard time managing the caseload. Thank you.